And bonfire night celebrations will be kicking off early for some this weekend, but will it be wet? Will it be windy? I'll give you all the details and the full national forecast just in a couple of minutes.
Weekend weather looking for all those fireworks.
Brat weather. Brat weather on Saturday. It is ideal for fireworks because what you want, of course, is that you don't want to get wet, so it's going to be dry, and you want it to not be too cold because you can't get small children into warm things, and also you don't want it to be windy, otherwise all hell breaks loose. So yes, we are getting all of those things. I mean, frankly, there's very little going on with the weather at the moment. It's a very, very quiet picture, and even as we look back at October, it's still been a very quiet story. We're certainly seeing, well, I think probably a payoff from the news gods, where it's so busy with the news, it's so quiet with the weather, which is lovely. But certainly October has been really quite quiet, an average sort of month. Everyone was saying it was really very warm, but it was just 0.7 degree above where it should be for the time of year. Dry for many and sunshine near average. And that's because high pressure has been in control for quite a long time, and it continues to be so over the weekend. Here's a snapshot for tomorrow. You can see, I mean, you don't have to be an expert to see what's going on. High pressure firmly in control of our weather at the moment, and it sort of keeps a lid on everything and keeps away these rain-bearing frontal systems out in the Atlantic. Quite a lot of cloud trapped underneath that, though, so everything that happens very slowly, and as I say, we've got light winds as well. You can see that by these widely spaced isobars here. But really, this is the picture for the next few days. If you have a look ahead at the next 3 days, you will see Exhibit A. Very little happening. There's the chance of a little bit of brightness around on Sunday. It's not going to be awful, largely dry, quiet, settled. Temperatures dipping off a tiny bit, then coming up a tiny bit, but really we're scraping the barrel there for any detail. It's just very quiet, and frankly, I welcome it. I think it's lovely. Let's get a bit more detail. So here is a lovely little bit of Did You Know? Did you know that the fog amounts are going to be increasing over the next few days because of all the bonfires being lit, the pollutants in the air?
I did not know that.
Pretty good, that, isn't it?
Learn something new every day.
So brat.
Becky, many thanks indeed.
So I'm going to be testing you on your weather knowledge for this weekend. High pressure gives us, that's right, settled conditions. That's what we've got. Very settled, largely dry, a few bright spells in places, and a bit of patchy fog and drizzle. The patchy fog is down to the fact we've got those very light winds. It doesn't sort of mix the air around much. So fog forms overnight and is slow to clear in the morning. Now, as we look ahead then overnight tonight, you can see the fog forming in places, particularly there towards the north. A few bits and bobs of very patchy, light, drizzly rain in places under the thickest covering of cloud. But generally speaking, a quiet picture. Temperatures holding up at around 10 or 11 in the south and around 6 there in the north. And then we look ahead to the picture for the start of the weekend proper. And as we do so, it's a fairly slow start to the day. There's the slow to clear mist and fog patches further north. A few bits of light and patchy rain in places, but I mean, almost nothing to wet the ground. Temperature-wise, up around 14 or 15 degrees. Now, that's a couple of degrees for everyone above the seasonal average. Cooler in the north, but even here, nothing to write home about, and potentially a little bit breezy there across the far northwest. So what's it going to be like for many people celebrating fireworks night early? Well, it's looking absolutely lovely. And as you can see, not too cold, dry and light winds. Then we have a look ahead to the picture for Sunday, and it's more of the same. A little bit more in the way of brightness, largely dry. From a temperature point of view, again, it's looking to be around or just above the seasonal average. That's it.